Good morning, students. Hope you all are well. Today we will start our new lesson in geography, chapter 2, land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife. Children, in this chapter we will learn about all kind of natural resources. As we already discussed in last chapter about resources and their kinds, and we learned three types of resources: natural, human and human made resources, right? So in this chapter we discussed about our first natural resource, land. Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. So students, from 30% of we have 100%, right? From 100%, 70% part is water and 30% is land. So in this 30% also, the humans, they are not living on all parts of the earth's surface. Why? Because that part is not habitable. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. So because of land, this uneven distribution, the reason is the climate and the land, the quality of land, okay, the rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas, and these all desert areas, thick forests are normally sparsely populated. It means they don't have much population. Students, in this slide we will see that what is this term land use. It means, children, where we are using our land. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, setting up of industries. So many purposes we have to use the land. Children, the use of land is determined by physical factor such as topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Here we will see one fact that 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of land area, and the remaining 70% of the land is either sparsely populated or inhabited. Inhabited means no one is living there, or maybe very less population is there. So only we are using 30% of land area. Students, here we will see that land can also be divided on the basis of private land and community land. So what is private land? Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by the community for common purposes. Like, they are using these lands for common purpose, like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts or medical herbs. So these community lands are also called common property resources. Change in land use over time. Students, if you have any elder person in your home or in your neighborhood, you can collect information about changes in the land use over the years, right, in the place where you live. So here you will see that people and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. People started encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agricultural land in the rural areas. So land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and constructional activities. Therefore, the present rate of degradation of land must be checked. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land resources. Right? Students, here we will see that how we can conservation of land resources. As we already discussed in last chapter that how we conserve our natural resources. So land is also one of the natural resource, and if we will not use these resources carefully, then our future generation will not get these resources anymore. So here we will see that growing population and their ever growing demand has led to a large scale destruction of forest cover and arable land, and has created a fear of losing these natural resources. Right? The present rate of degradation of land resources also must be checked. And then we will see now that this is the most problematic disaster for us, that landslides. Landslides are simply defined as a mass movement of rock, debris of earth down a slope. They often take place in conjunction with earthquakes, floods, and volcanoes. A prolonged spell of rainfall can cause heavy landslides that can block the flow of river for quite some time. The formation of river blocks can cause havoc to the settlements downstreams on its bursting. In the hilly terrain, landslides have been a major and widely spread natural disaster that often strike life and property and occupy a position of major concern.